Hi, my name is Kellen Size. In today's video, I want to share with you something that's probably is going to change the game to you, for you. If you don't know what you are known for, no one is going to never know you. No one is going to never go to know you. You're just going to feel alone, you're going to feel lost, you're going to feel totally mess. The reason why this happens is because you go through a very dangerous step. You're just becoming a follower. When you see somebody is doing something and you see that person is being successful in what they are doing, you just try to do exactly the same and repeat the same. When you are trying to do this, but you don't know the base or how they do it or what I'm doing exactly, you don't get the same results. For you to get the same results, you need to commit to learn exactly step by step what these people are doing out there to be successful, to be famous, to be rich, to be enlightenment, to be powerful. If you don't know how to control this because you don't know exactly the step these people are taking, then you get totally lost. And it's perfectly fine to get lost because you find probably in the way that you can do it in a different way, it might give you a result for you. Whatever I'm doing, not necessarily is going to give you the same result to you. So it's important for you to know what step I'm doing to have the same result that I have, or the same result the other person had, that Anthony Robbins had, for example, or Muhammad Gandhi had in the past, what he was doing, how he was doing, not just what you see superfluous. It's very easy just to see, the result, and you get lost in the result. You're definitely gonna get lost in the process because you don't know what is the process. You just see the walk, you're seeing the walk and you're seeing the final step, but you are not seeing 100% the process. You're not seeing 100% the step that person need to do this. And what is the reason that happens? It's very simple. When the person, you see that somebody that becomes successful in something, they become rich, they become powerful, they become famous or something, these people have a specific step, and those steps they are making something is called plan. And when you make a plan, those plans have details, and those details have steps, and those steps have process, and those process have results. If you don't know how to create those because you're just trying to emulate and be somebody else that you are not really are, then you're not gonna have the same results. Now, don't get discouraged because that. Don't get discouraged because you can make it. The same as other people have make it, you also can do it. Now, how can you do that? Have those results? Very simple. First, you need to get to know yourself. You need to get to know your product. You need to get to know your talent. You need to get to know your expertise. You need to get to know you. What is your value? You need to know. You need to get to know what can you add to other people. What can you offer to other people? When you get to know those details, then you sit yourself and say, okay, now I know who I am. Now I know what is my value. Now I know how can I support or help other people. And now I know how to get in the process because I need to know, and I know how to follow the steps, and I have a plan, and this plan is gonna bring me to the process, and that process gonna give me to the same result that I want, me, myself. I'm not trying to do here class. Of course, you might use other people's technique, but you need to know the techniques. If you don't know the techniques, you just following step, you're gonna get lost. You're gonna get totally lost, and you're gonna feel mediocre, and you're gonna feel ridiculous, and you're gonna feel that you don't know what you're doing because you really don't know what you're doing. How you discover what you're doing, how to do it. You have a value. Yeah, you know something that I don't know. And this is something important for you and for the people around you and for your community. You have an expertise. You have a talent that I probably don't have. And this is your talent, and this is your value, and this is your expertise. And that makes you powerful. So when you become conscious about this knowledge that you have, not me, you, then you sit very calm, very excited, very something, and you make a plan. And if you don't know how to make a plan, then you sit with somebody who knows how to, and tell that person, look, I have this, I have that, and this is how. I just don't know how to do it. And it's perfectly fine, because you don't need to know everything. You can have people next to you. You can have people who help you. You can have people, technical people. You can have people who intellectually work for you. You can have people. Of course, you need to pay for those talents. And not just pay, you also need to respect and give it the credit to those talents, because when you do this, then you have better support. Don't pretend, go for and say take all the credit for you, because even if you are paying for those people's service, those people, like I said in the video when my video cut off, sorry about that, you're gonna see my video a little bit sharp up, but it's okay. What I was saying, so you need to give it the credit to the person who worked with you, who worked for you, because it doesn't matter if you pay for their service. These people are adding value to your product, to your service, and this had something is called production value. When you have those people who add production value to your product or to your service, no matter what, if you pay or not to them, you need to give them the credit. When you give the credit to the person who have those details added to your services, to your product, you are getting a better team. It's important to know that it's very, very, very critical for you, for your better results, and to have exactly the same people working with you or for you all the time, that you add them to the credits, that you give them the credits, unless you agree with them that they just gonna work for money, because they probably give you grief, because they don't care about credit, whatever, because they probably ask for a high price, the one that you can pay to them, whatever. But if this is not the case, give the credit to the people who work with you or for you, no matter what. No matter what. That is gonna give you a very teamwork, and that's gonna give you also always people that love to work with you or for you. And when you find this really beautiful teamwork, then you're gonna have an amazing results. By the way, you don't need it. If you don't need it because you know how to do it, because you don't have money to pay them, because you don't have enough frame or people who really believe in what you're doing, it's totally fine. Start doing your own production to yourself, with yourself. You can do it yourself. You make a list. Right now, I'm doing my video myself. I have a cameraman? No. Am I doing this with a very high value production team? No, I'm doing this by myself. That means that you can do it too. That I am using a special camera for that. I do have a special camera, but right now what I'm doing is using my cell phone, a Samsung. Just that's it. This is it's not an advertising for Samsung, by the way, because I'm not paying for that. But what I'm saying is, if I can do it, you can do it, and I know that. Now let's get in the plan. This is going to be a very short video. You need to make a plan. a simple step following plan. How you do that? It's very simple. You sit yourself in a quiet place that you can make peace with you, that nobody disturbing you with insignificant stuff, because you are now in a moment that you are creating. When you are creating something, you need to concentrate in the creation process. The creation process is something that many people have this talent, but other people doesn't have that talent. And when you don't have that talent, but you don't have the money to pay people, then you need to do it yourself, right? And when you don't want, maybe you have the money, but you don't want to pay, well, you can do it yourself. Now, you learn in the process. Don't get discouraged because you don't have the knowledge, the talent, or whatever. You acquire those in the process. And if you do something and it's not perfect today, it's totally okay. You're gonna learn. You are learning something. You are learning how to do it better. You are learning how not to do it next time, because you already did it in the way that it's not perfect. It's not right. It's not the best way to do it, right? So you can do it, because I'm doing it myself right now. So I believe you can do it too. I believe in other people's value and other people's talent, and I think you can do it. So sit yourself in a quiet place, in a place that make you feel comfortable, in a nice chair, simple, or in your bed, or in the floor. I enjoy to go on the floor. I boom, take off my shoes, take off my thing, splat my leg, splat my other leg, and feel totally comfortable on the floor. And when I'm doing this, I start feeling amazing. Right now, I probably need to move my phone because I don't have a tripod, so my phone is sustaining. You see those green places? They are in the top of the plant, and right now the plant is gonna get watered by the system. So I don't know when it's gonna happen. Let's see. I'm gonna stay here for a while. So make a plan. Take a notebook, a paper, or whatever, or in your own phone or your computer, whatever. However you feel good, or whatever is better for you, you just see there is start making note. What kind of notes? I have this knowledge, I have this skill, and I feel 100% secure that I can do it myself, that I can teach somebody how to do it, because I have applied this for me, and I have applied this successfully, and that's successfully manner. So you can do it, and you will start making that note. I have the expertise of being a painter, for example. Oh, I have the expertise that I am very good at doing accountability. So I can help people to manage their account. And this is a talent that I have. They probably other people's need, right? Or I have the talent to be on front of the camera. I have the nature, I feel good, I feel comfortable, I love how to do it, I love to do it, and I can show somebody how to, you know? Even I can do it for free or for an agreement, or I can do it for certain amount of money, right? So you make a list of all of those details. And when you are making a list of all of those details, you are becoming conscious at the same time. Wow, look, I have something formal, I have something serious, I know how to do this, and this is the step 1 to start the process, and this is the step 2 to start running the process, and this is the step 3 to get the results. And I can do it myself, and I can show you how to do it. And I can charge you by hour, I can charge you by project, I can charge you by results, I can charge you by commission, I can charge you by exchange. You have a special skill that I don't have, and I need your service, I need your attention, I need this kind of something that you have that I don't, but I don't have enough money at this moment to pay you, and I can exchange with you my talent or my service or my product for your talent, your service, or your product. So it's a lot of different way that you can do, but let's talk keep in the process. For you to have the results that I have, you need to have the same plan that I have. You need to have the same step to follow. You need to have the same process to follow, to go through, and you need to have the same knowledge, expertise. And I'm not talking about here to buy titles. I know many people who buy titles. You know, they have friends, they have this or they have that, and they know we live in a very corrupt world, and people buy titles. They buy titles about being this, being that, but at this real moment, at the serious moment, they don't know how to do anything because they just bought a title. So when you buy a title, you might have your name on the title, but you don't know nothing about it. You don't know how to, you don't have the talent, you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the expertise, you don't have nothing. And if you don't have this, definitely you're not gonna have the same result that the person who have learned through the process. If you don't have this knowledge, if you haven't really practiced those expertise, those details, those knowledge, so it's not possible for you to have the same result that somebody had done it before, right? And this is perfectly okay. So I'm talking about doing it. I'm not talking about pretending. You not pretend. It's not possible to pretend to serve, to support, to help, to offer anything that you don't really have. You need to have it. You need to own it. You need to get empowered respect to this or that. So otherwise, it's not possible. So let's be honest with you, with me, with yourself. We don't need anything. We don't need to pretend anything because we know I'm doing this for you. You're not doing this for me or for other people. You're doing this for you. If you're trying to foolish me, you're not gonna foolish me. You're not gonna foolish the audience. You're not gonna foolish anybody else. You're gonna foolish yourself. So be careful with that and be honest with you. Nobody else needs to know anything. You need to know yourself, okay? So make the plan, the process, the step to follow, the process to go through, and then you're gonna have the result that you want, okay? So this is my video. That's it for today. Besitos, and I see you in my next video. Bye. I'm gonna make some dinner for my family now. Enjoy the rest of the night. Bye.